I guess it is safe to say that New Yorkers, I mean, people in New York City are politically stuck on stupid. Let me say this again. I'm starting to think that voters in New York City are stuck on stupid. So apparently, Mayor Eric Adams, who is the new mayor of New York City, and basically just started his mayoral agenda, basically replacing previous mayor Bill De Blasio. The way it seems now, he's literally nothing more than just Bill De Blasio on steroids. Because now he wants to call himself saying that illegals, pretty much non citizens of the United States, can vote in elections while living there. And this this is going to feel that and this is where I would think right here. New Yorkers basic, basically just lost their minds, and it feels like they're too far gone to vote. I mean, to vote their conscience. Not necessarily trying to think for themselves on how they should vote. You know, and they mostly vote out of ignorance instead of logic and reason and common sense. America, let's just say this: New York City is literally making the state of New York, which you know. By the way, the state of New York is always going to is pretty much too far gone. They've gone like extremely far left um, right now, and it just makes you want to say that liberalism is really a mental disorder. Now, let me set the record straight right here. I do feel that the state of New York, as well as New York City as a whole, what Mayor Eric Adams have ushered in, now that he's mayor of New York, I really do feel like, pretty much every mayor of every Democrat run hellhole city is going to follow suit. I mean, you know, don't expect, I mean, this is my prediction. You know, we might expect Mayor Lori Lightfoot of Chicago to do the same, to follow suit. In fact, possibly, and God forbid if another mayor of Chicago, um, which I'm already going to call it, the next mayor of Chicago after Lightfoot is going to be another Democrat. Um, they might likely follow suit to what Mayor Adams of New York just recently just recently did. It's just appalling. It's bad enough. We, the American citizen, are losing our rights. This is nothing more than just tyrannical BS at its finest. And these same particular political leaders, these leftist lunatics, they're out there telling us how we should think, according to them, you know, and telling us how to live. I mean, last night I did talk about Alexandria occasional cortex, all of a sudden vacationing, and and she ended up getting tested positive for the beer bug right after she was vacationing and partying and whatnot out in Miami. And she wants to tell us how to think and live our lives. Bringing this whole rules for thee but not for me garbage and shoving it down everybody's throats. But now, Mayor Adams of New York is it's literally no better. It's literally no better than Bill de Blasio. I'm gonna set the record straight here too. The last mayor, New York, the last good mayor New York has ever had was Rudy Giuliani. Because he knew how to run a city well. But now we got these lunat but now you got this lunatic mayor who's just basically saying that he's not going to protect the citizens of that city. I mean, here's the killer. Crime is getting out of hand in New York. Just like other inner city hellhole out there. It's bad enough the citizens of New York is getting taxed to oblivion. Taxed so much to oblivion, they decide to, their citizens are leaving and going elsewhere. Even though some of them who are going elsewhere keep voting for these same failed liberal leftist policies that were that they kept voting for while living there. And it's just maddening. It's just maddening to even think about a concept like this. You're going to let your telling non-citizens to vote in elections while you got natural born citizens who are living there, let alone let alone immigrants who migrated to this country legally. You're literally giving those guys the middle finger. You're literally giving those guys the biggest slap in the face. And those who voted this lunatic in, those who voted this goofball in, to tell you the truth, I don't feel sorry for you. I mean, you've already made your bed and you're digging yourselves a deeper grave when you keep voting for these failed liberal leftist policies time after time after time. But I'm just going to leave it right here. I'm Chuck Johnson, a.k.a. Kid Thunder. You guys have a wonderful day.